Greetings, it's Craig Smyser with 1835 Realty. There is some big news this morning that has come out of the Travis Central Appraisal District, so I want to share that with you and give you my take on it. So the news is that they are not going to reassess residential properties in 2020, which means for the most part, there are some exceptions, but for the most part, whatever a house's appraisal was in 2019, that's just going to roll over and be the number for 2020. Now, from a taxpayer standpoint, that's probably a good thing, which is unusual because I can guarantee you that the chief appraiser at TCAD is not an advocate for the taxpayer, as has been demonstrated by her actions over the last several years. So what does it all mean? Why is this happening? Well, what she's claiming is that because the Austin Board of Realtors has a cease and desist order on TCAD, preventing them from using any of the data from the MLS, she's saying she has no idea what properties are worth. And while, of course, that information is helpful to them, they're not entitled to it because Texas is a non-disclosure state. What that means is that nowhere in the public record is the price for what you paid for your house recorded. So if they can get that information from the MLS, that makes their job easier. But it doesn't make it prohibitive. I can tell you this, I have a service that I use that provides property valuations for my clients. That's just an automated tool that is not connected at all to the MLS. By the way, if you're interested in getting that, it's not just a current valuation of your home, but it is other things related to the finances of your home. Just, give me a call, drop me an email, something like that, and I'll get you set up with it. But back to the TCAD stuff. So she's claiming that prevents her from being able to do her job. So that's just nonsense. There are other services out there. Plus, if you're full of appraisers, you should be able to determine what the market value is with just some general information that is available in the market about what overall valuations are doing. So I don't buy that for one instant. So the question then is, why? I have two reasons that I think. First of all, she despises the property protest services. So if you hire one of these companies like Five Stone or ProTax to protest your property taxes, she despises them and has on several occasions over the past few years tried to really screw them over. She has been sued by them, and there have been settlements made. So just beware. I think that by basically saying there's no change to any residential appraisals this year, she's trying to put them out of business. They won't be near as many people trying to protest and using these companies' services if there's no change in valuation. The second one is she is definitely someone who hates the fact that Texas is a non-disclosure state, which means that if she can try to make it, oh, look how bad it is, we don't know what these values are, the legislature must make a change and make it so that all residential sales prices are reported of public record. Now, as a real estate agent, I don't care for that. As someone who values privacy and property rights, what someone pays for a house is no business of what the government needs to do. Now, you may feel differently, and this is not going to be, I don't want to get into politics about this, but Texas has always been a non-disclosure state, and I personally would like to keep it that way, so I'm at odds with her with what I think she's trying to do there. So I'll expand on some of this in another video a little bit later, talk about some of the exceptions and some of the other things that are going on, but really just wanted to give you an alert as to what's going on this year. So good news, your property value is not going up. Bad news for like school districts and things like that is their tax base isn't going to change much, and they're going to have to figure out, what to do when the properties are going to start to get underappraised. One other thing you might say, well, is it okay that they're not appraising it? I actually called the Texas comptroller this morning to ask them, because I always thought that they were required to appraise every year. But as it turns out, state law says every property needs to be reappraised once every 3 years. So really, there's nothing. She's not doing anything wrong. She's not breaking any rules. It's just going to make it difficult on school districts, cities, things like that. But from a taxpayer standpoint, this year, we should all be a little happier about it, but I'm telling you, there's ulterior motives going on here, and so it'll be very interesting to see how this plays out. Again, Craig Smyser, 1835 Realty. You have any questions, give me a call, 512-650-7300. Email craig@realestateinAustin.com, or of course, just drop a comment below. Have a great day.